Everyone, my name is Abidali Khan Danish, and today I'm going to talk about underground coal gasification and how underground coal gasification is perceived. And our main focus is on understanding Australian public perception about underground coal gasification in this era. So first of all, we have to know what actually underground coal gasification is. Looking into that, underground coal gasification actually is the process in which what we do is ignite the steam of the coal underground from the surface and inject the oxygen and the steam to make the combustible gases. So actually what we do is, instead of mining out the coal from underground or through underground methods or surface mining methods, we just drill the long holes to access the coal seam, and from there we just inject the steam and the oxygen, and that's react with the coal and make the combustible gases which we can use as an energy source. So as we can see here, the steam and the oxygen says like the steam and the oxygen injection causes a reaction with the coal to form gas which is highly combustible. The whole process is carried out through an injection well through which steam and oxygen is passed to reach coal underground. On the other hand, another well called production well is used to collect our resulting gas. So we have one production well, and other one we have is where we inject our steam and oxygen. So the production well gives us the output where we collect the combustible gases and use it for energy source. Now looking into the brief history of underground coal gasification, the underground coal gasification first started in US in 70s and early 80s, when around 100,000 of tons of coals has been processed through underground coal gasification. Due to various reasons involving economical and geological impact of the process, the trial was stopped and underground water was observed to be contaminated. Looking into the underground coal gasification furthermore, the history, in Spain, similar trials were carried out from 1992 to 1998 and were named UGE, which is Underground Gasification Europe. Trials involved three main countries, namely Spain, Belgium, and United Kingdom. Those trials were also terminated because of the explosion which occurred during the trials. Underground coal gasification in Australia, looking into that, using the advanced technology of coal gasification, the process has been carried out in Queensland, Australia. The process has been highly successful in Australia. Australia has been able to produce gas at very low cost using underground coal gasification process. My research aim and question about underground coal gasification and perception and people perception about underground coal gasification is, this research actually aims at determining how underground coal gasification is perceived by public in Australia. Based on the research aim and the broader topic from this research, following research questions have been answered from the conduct of this research. So the main questions: what are the perceptions of general public in relation to the technology being used currently in underground coal gasification? What are the key factors affecting public perception about underground coal gasification? What are the risks and benefits associated with underground coal gasification? Looking into the literature review of underground coal gasification, the mining activities in Silverdale, UK lasted till 1998, after which it was decided to initiate underground coal gasification activities in the area. Authorities in the region identified the following major possible impact of drilling for underground coal gasification process. The first one is noise, which was considered to be one of the major issue. Secondly, there was an issue related to the visual impact caused by the drilling. The third one is contamination of groundwater, it was actually a main problem. Lastly, another risk associated with the drilling process was the contamination of water on surface, which we use for our daily need. The researcher has proposed an ethnographic research design for the proposed research work. An ethnographic research design enables the researcher to study research participants in their own respective environment by making use of primary research instruments such as interviews, observations, surveys, etc. The proposed ethnographic research design includes a survey questionnaire aimed at surveying two different samples including people living around Russell Vale coal mine and people living around Wogavili. The survey will be aimed at inquiring individual survey participants about their perception regarding underground coal gasification. In this regard, the survey questionnaire will be classified into two main parts. The first part includes statements relating to the benefits of underground coal gasification as compared to the conventional mining for coal. On the other hand, the second part will be aimed at inquiring about the perceived drawbacks of underground coal gasification and its possible impact on the environment and the underground water resources. The questions included in the survey will consider the concern of general public noticed earlier in the literature review under the Silverdale case. For analysis, the responses obtained through survey questionnaire, the researcher will conduct a statistical analysis by using the statistical analysis software which is called SPSS version 17. The analysis will include a descriptive analysis of the responses to understand overall trend in the responses obtained. Apart from this, a comparative analysis of the responses from the two different samples to understand how underground coal gasification is perceived by people living in two different coal mining sites. In addition, a test will also be carried out to understand if there is a significant difference in opinion of people from two different samples. Thank you, everyone.